So in this video, I am going to give you a breakdown of Canadian Westerns, which happened a few weeks ago. For those of you who are looking for videos, I didn't really get the chance to film any because it was such a long and busy day, and all of my friends were competing at the competition as well. I didn't really have anyone to film for me. Hopefully, I can still grab some videos of. I'm pretty sure someone did film it, so hopefully, I'll eventually get them. Anyway, so for this competition, I was originally planning on competing at the 83 kilo junior again. Since this will be my last year competing as a junior, I wanted to set some impossible records for all the 83 Canadian juniors. However, I caught this unexpected cold a few days before the competition, and basically just felt like crap the few days leading up to my competition and at the venue as well. So I usually get a little sniffle around the beginning of October, since this is like where the Vancouver weather changes. But I'm guessing the dieting just made this whole situation way worse. Either that or maybe I just caught my cold from this random girl at a frat party, because there was a lot of activity going on at the frats, and as alumni, I had to attend a lot of them. Basically, throat started hurting after this big party. So I did my best to keep up with my water loading and carb depletions, a few days before the comp, but it's pretty hard to stay motivated when I've already done 2 major cuts this year, for nationals and 1 for worlds, down to 83. And I am actually moving to Shanghai in about a week from today, so about 2 weeks after the competition. So I've just been getting ready for that as well. And basically, a day before the competition, I just decided that not to cut down anymore, since I was already feeling so sick and I could sense a fever coming on. So I basically just decided not to do it and replenished. And the next day, I weighed in at 88 kilo at the competition and competed as a 93 junior. So the competition, I would say, it overall went pretty well. I ended up squatting 280 kilos, which was, I really wanted to get that at a competition. Bench was a little bit disappointing because I borrowed my friend's belt, and it was a little too tight on me since it's a girl belt. But basically, on my second attempt, at 170 kilos, my back went into a cramp and it just dropped on me. So I basically had to take the second attempt again on the third attempt, and this time I took the belt off, and it went up really smoothly. I probably had another 5 kilo in the tank. But what could you do? So another thing I was really disappointed was my deadlift, but I kind of knew it was sort of going to happen. I pulled something in my right hip a few weeks ago before my peaking started. I was just doing some light snatches, trying to get my body stretched out. But so after that little kind of tweak in my hip, I basically could get all my weights up to about knee level, but after that, my hip won't fire, and my lower back doesn't really take over either, so it kind of gets stuck there. So I ended up totaling 705 kilo at the competition, which is a lot lower than what I originally aimed to get. I was hoping to get 740 to 750 kilo at an 83 kilo body weight. So I was hoping to get something like 280 squat, 175 bench, and a 290 or 295 deadlift. But stuff happens, and now I have a solid 6 months to rest up, recover, and get ready for Nationals 2015 next April. Okay, so this brings on my next point. I will be traveling to Beijing and Shanghai in about a week from today to visit some family for 3 weeks to a month. But I've also received a few job offers in Shanghai, so I am going to check them out and possibly stay there for up to a year. Some of you might know I just graduated with a kinesiology degree from UBC, so I don't really have any plan for the next few years. I don't really want to go straight into masters either, so yeah, I might stay in Shanghai, work there for a little bit if everything works out well. Alright, so next up, my plan after this competition would probably I might try competing in a bodybuilding show, like a natural bodybuilding show in Shanghai or Korea, something like Muscle Mania, which is supposedly a natural bodybuilding show, or at least half natty bodybuilding show. But I figure I'll stand a better chance in those shows than competing in the untested shows in Vancouver, as a natural bodybuilder. Powerlifting wise, I will most likely compete as a 93 open lifter in Canadian Nationals 2015 and hopefully qualify for Worlds in Finland next year in June. I think my cutting weight days are pretty much over now. I mean, it doesn't mean that I'm going to bulk up and get chubby. I'll most likely just stay shredded around 90 kilos or lower or so and coming underweight for my weight class. Since I am an open lifter now, I have plenty of time to powerlift. I might actually spend some time pursuing fitness and aesthetics in Shanghai first, since I'm still quite young. And I mean, that's also where the money is, right? If my career is going to head into fitness, it's going to go that direction. I mean, no one really cares about how strong you are. It's much more important to be marketable. And a six-pack is certainly easier to market than a keg. So, you know what? Girls honestly can't tell the difference between a 200-pound bench press and a 700-pound bench press, especially with all those half reppers out there quarter benching 2 plates with 3 spotters.